What happens when classic monster movies collide with nostalgia, prestige horror, and billion-dollar franchises all in the same week? Welcome back to The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror, where we track the stories shaping genre right now, from legacy monsters to bold new takes. I'm Travis, this is Horror Movies Uncut, and let's get into today's headlines. Before we dive in, quick shout out to our sponsors. Over at Fanatical, don't forget the Best of Platinum collection. Build Your Own Bundle is live right now with 12 days left to stack your PC library and save big. Resident Evil Requiem Deluxe Edition is also up for pre-order with 18% off, releasing February 26th. And at Grove, John Carpenter's birthday sale is still rolling through January 28th. Plus, The Devil's Advocate 4K Collector's Edition is available for pre-order now, landing March 10th. All right, let's roll into the stories. First up, Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell are officially reuniting, and this time they're running straight into classic monster territory. Per The Hollywood Reporter, the longtime collaborators are set to star in Kenan and Kel Meet Frankenstein, a horror comedy inspired by the old Abbott and Costello Meet films. The script is being written by Jonah Feingold, and production is expected to begin this summer. The setup is simple and smart. Kenan and Kel play delivery drivers whose routine night goes sideways when they arrive at a creepy castle and accidentally awaken Frankenstein's monster. Chaos, nostalgia, and survival follow. After Good Burger 2, this feels like a more interesting evolution, not just leaning on nostalgia, but merging it with classic Universal style monster energy in a modern horror comedy framework. My question for you guys, though, is this the kind of legacy comedy horror mashup you want more of? Or should some duos stay in the past? Let me know your answers in the comments below. Next up, A24 continues its literary horror run as Leia Sado joins Mikey Madison in a new adaptation of The Masque of the Red Death. The film is being described as a revisionist, darkly comedic take on Poe's plague-era parable, say that 5 times fast, of wealth, denial, and inevitable reckoning. Charlie Pollinger directs, fresh off his Kane's debut, The Plague, with A24 distributing worldwide. This feels like prime A24 territory, high concept horror rooted in class anxiety, isolation, and moral rot, elevated by performers known for intensity and nuance rather than spectacle. My question for you guys, though, is do you want Poe adaptations to stay traditional, or should filmmakers keep bending them into something stranger? Let us know your answers in the comments ahead. And finally, Warner Brothers dropped a slate of major release dates, and horror fans should be paying attention. First up, The Great Beyond, written and directed by J.J. Abrams, starring Glenn Powell and Jenna Ortega, hits IMAX theaters November 13th. Details are still under wraps, but the cast alone suggests a genre-adjacent blockbuster swing. Looking further ahead, New Line officially dated The Conjuring First Communion for September 10th, 2027, continuing the franchise that's already crossed 2.7 billion worldwide. This signals something clear. Studios are spacing horror further out, but betting bigger, positioning genre as long-term theatrical infrastructure, not just quick hit releases. My question for you guys, though, is are you excited by these long-range horror plans, or does the distance kill the hype? Let me know your answers in the comments below. Today's take. What stands out today isn't just the announcements, it's the range. We've got comedy horror rooted in nostalgia, prestige horror reshaping classic literature, and mega franchise horror being mapped years in advance. Horror isn't stuck in one lane anymore. It's elastic, scalable, and still weird enough to surprise people. That's why it keeps winning. If you're watching this show on YouTube, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications so you never miss a drop. Listen in on Spotify, answer today's poll, and let us know which story grabbed you the most. And if you hear breaking horror news, festival scoops, or industry whispers, DM us at HMUNCUT, and we may feature it on an upcoming show. You can also support the show through Patreon, links on the websites and the socials. That's it for another Hump Day edition of The Final Cut. More monsters, more mayhem, and more horror tomorrow. Until then, you guys know the drill. Keep the lights on.